Hello and welcome to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like and subscribe. Really appreciate that. And yeah, so Sony continues to make unconsumer friendly decisions. And this is all Jim Ryan's fault because all these decisions was already made months or years ago, because I'm pretty sure once the PlayStation 5, shipped out, they started working on the Slim. And the decision that they made for that one it's sticking right now. So all this is under the leadership of Jim Ryan. He's the one that decided to sell the stand separate for about $30, which I don't recommend you buy the digital version of the console. If you're interested into the Slim, just go ahead and purchase the $499 because there's really no value there for the disc for the digital version, because you're going to be paying about $450, right? $450, and then you add another $80 on top of that if you want the disc later on down the road. So you're looking at $530. $530. Do you know what you can do with that extra $30? You can go ahead and buy yourself the stand because it's $29.99. So let's say, like, I've done the math already on my other video. If you're interested, I will leave a link in the description. So let's just go ahead and see exactly what I mean by continue to make unconsumer friendly decision. So here it is, guys. Without beating around the bush, internet connection required to pair disk drive and PS5 console upon setup. So if you decide down the road, like let's just fast forward 10-20 years down the road, and you decide Sony no longer has that server up and running, so you can't really verify the disc and the console together. So you're not even going to be able to play any of your disc version games. And I do know that the fact that these companies are starting to push a lot of digital distribution, because that's the way that it seems like it's heading that way. They're making way more money with the digital distribution because they don't have to pay any of these retailers money for shipping their products to them, which makes sense. But the speeds and the internet connections aren't exactly readily available for everybody to be able to connect to the internet at all times. I'm sure there's certain people that will buy these consoles and they have dog shit for internet. Can you imagine? I've heard stories, man. I'm fortunate enough to be in an area where I get giga and it's extremely fast. I love it. But not everybody's fortunate to get these kind of speeds. There's certain people that live in certain areas that doesn't get close to the speeds that I'm getting right now. And having the disk drive locked under, it's a DRM essentially, a DRM for your optical drive. Wait, are you actually trying to say to me that PlayStation 5 optional disk drive has online DRM? Yes, it does, because Sony really loves you. Sony, I swear to God, Sony and Nintendo are the most anti-consumer company that I have ever heard of. Even Microsoft is changing their stripes a little bit. Microsoft is a little bit better. Steam is pretty good too, being consumer friendly. But when it comes to the worst of the worst, I have to say Nintendo is like number one. Nintendo is number one when it comes to anti-consumer moves, and Sony is right behind them. So this is the leaked PlayStation 5 bundle that's going to be coming out in November 10th, which is right around the corner. It's going to come with Modern Warfare 3 and includes the PlayStation exclusive Lockpick Operator Pack. And it comes with the game, obviously, and the bundle. And I think it's going to be maybe like $550 or $560, whatever the bundles are. Remember when they had the bundles with God of War? I think it was like $550 or somewhere along those lines. And then it went on sale for like $450 or somewhere along those lines. But if you're interested in it, it's going to be available soon. And its back says 150 gigabyte minimum. Also says 90 gigabyte plus download required to play. Bundle is available November 10th. And this is very unfortunate. Why the fuck do you need DRM for optical drive? This makes absolutely no sense to me. This is very unfortunate. I hope that they change their tune. Just like we've shown outrage, and Sony has changed their minds before in the past. I think we need to do the same thing. We need to let these companies know that, hey, we are the consumer at the end of the day. Without us, you're not making no fucking money, okay? We got to vote with our wallets. But unfortunately, people are still going to do it. So they have no incentive to change what they're doing. I mean, it's very rare that Sony changes its mind. Yes, they changed their mind on the PlayStation 3 when they were going to take that offline for the PlayStation Network. And we came together as gamers and we let them have it. And they were able to reverse course. Just like with the PlayStation 4 with the whole battery. If you change the battery on the PlayStation 5, the CMOS battery, if you had changed that battery and lose any kind of connection, you won't be able to utilize your PlayStation 5 or have access to the network. I'm sorry, your PlayStation 4. So they were able to push out an update to fix that issue. So hopefully they will do something similar if we show them that we don't fucking want this shit. We're sick of your garbage, okay? We're sick of you fucking nickel and diming us. What happened to that Sony that released a PlayStation 4? That was the reason why I bought a PlayStation 4. Because you guys were doing all the right things. The games was fucking there. Because I feel like when the PlayStation 4 came out and the Xbox One, I feel like Xbox fucking shit the bed because they were trying to push this TV garbage down our throat while Sony came out with bangers left and right. Bangers for the PlayStation 4. That's why I switched over. I mean, not really switched over. I mean, don't get me wrong. I still play on my Xbox. I have both consoles. But the PlayStation 4, bring us back that Sony that cared about the fucking consumer. The fact that you can just, hey, hand this person the game and that's how you do it. Well, Microsoft was trying to go on this whole digital bullshit and they had to reverse course as well too because people didn't fucking want it. People weren't ready for that yet. But give it a few more years and people might be open to it. I think people are opening up a little bit to the idea of being able to share your games digitally. But at that time, people were not fucking ready for it yet. But I miss that Sony. The Sony that was consumer friendly because they got humbled with the PlayStation 3. I feel like Sony needs to get humbled with the PS5. So when the PS6 comes out, we'll have a better product, a better Sony, giving us those bangers, giving us those value. Because right now, there's no fucking value in the PlayStation 5 Slim. No fucking value. That shit is fucking expensive. I'm sorry. Not a lot of people can afford it. There's no fucking value at all on the fucking PS5 Slim. I talked about it in my last video. I will leave a link in the description for you to go check it out. As always, make sure to like, subscribe. I really appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting me and the channel. And I'll keep grinding just for you guys. And I'll see you in the next one.